Hello, welcome back to Bald and Board Games. I'm Bald.
On board.
And we are bringing you a rulebook rundown of Clash of Corgis.
Second edition. So, if you were here for our unboxing, very simple game, mostly a deck of cards.
Yep.
And a very simple rulebook, but there are 3 game modes. So we will go through each one of them. If you've seen our previous rulebook rundowns, we'll make chapters for all 3. So if you're looking for a specific game mode, just look for the chapter and we'll go through exactly how it plays.
All right. So we'll start with Original, as the first game mode is for 2 to 4 players. The overview. Clash of Corgis Original is a card game where players aim to be the first player to get rid of all their cards in their hand. Players will be challenged to keep a strong hand throughout the game, and must also consider how to best use their cards' special effects wisely in the path to the path of victory. All right. Objective. Be the first player to get rid of all the cards in their hand.
Like Uno.
Okay. Setup. Shuffle the deck and deal 12 cards to each player's hand. Then place aside the remaining cards in a deck face down at the corner of the table. And then randomly pick a player to go first. And it says for consecutive games, the winner of the previous game goes first.
All right. So we have 12 cards.
12 cards. It says to set this off to the corner. Oh, well, I had it perfectly lined up.
Oh, this wasn't technical. Oh,
No, you're fine. All right, how to play.
Me out now.
Players play the game in rounds.
Players
Play. Hey, this is the first thing that we've done. We didn't say put the board out in the middle of the table.
That's true, because there is
No
no
board.
board.
Players play the game in rounds, and each round by starting with the first player and going clockwise around the table. Each player takes a turn playing a card combination known as a combo. Favorite.
Yes, it is.
Until all but one player can no longer make a combo or chooses not to. Then the player of the unbeaten combo starts a new round. Play continues until one player gets rid of all the cards in their hand. Okay, so sorry to read that one more time. Each player takes a turn playing a card combination until all players can no longer play a combo or choose not to. Then the player of the unbeaten combo. Okay, so trying to beat the person's combo. Okay, cool. Starting a round. If you're the first player of a round, play any combo known as the leading combo from your hand face up to the middle of the table. There are 5 types of combo.
Sweet.
Single. Any card of any rank. Badum. Double. 2 cards of the same rank. Boom. Triple. 3 cards of the same rank. 4 of a kind. 4 cards of the same rank.
That doesn't happen.
And 5 of a kind. 5 cards of the same rank. Okay.
Hilarious. This, all the 7s. That was random.
Yeah,
I just picked the first card.
I have
You didn't
no
have
sevens.
it.
I have no 7s. Card effect activation.
Wait, that's all the combos are? Is the same? Oh, there's no
Yeah.
straights or anything?
No.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Once a player has played a combo, that player activates 1 card effect of the cards played.
We'll
if
go
possible.
over in a moment.
Continuing around, if there is a leading combo already on the table, you must beat or pass.
So you're not adding to the combo. So if I play a 7, yours to try to play
I'm trying to
2
play
8s.
I'm trying to play 2 7s or possibly 1 8, I assume. It's going to tell you how to beat it right now. Typical. Play a combo from your hand. So this is how you beat a combo. You're going to play one that matches the same type of combo as a leading combo and has a higher card rank than the leading combo's card rank.
Well, so if I play 5, you just need to play 6 or higher.
Yeah.
That's 1.
So when a player chooses to beat a leading combo, they must play their cards on top of the leading combo. By doing so, the cards played become the new leading combo. This will create a face-up pile of cards in the middle of the table. It is okay if the cards shift around the table as long as all players can see and are aware of the leading combo.
Okay.
To pass, you announce pass, and then your turn. So,
You want to show the people?
interesting. I wonder why it's not like play the same or a higher like combo.
Yeah. So if I start off, I play a 1 down. Nick has to play
Something
something higher than a 1. But he could play, let's say, 2 of that number.
Mhm.
He just has to play higher than 1.
Well, it says that matches. That's what I was just saying. It just says play a combo from your hand that matches the same type of combo as the leading combo and has a higher card rank than the leading combo's card rank. So
single has to be on
literally,
a single.
so literally it'd be a single on single the way that it's written. So I'd be doing 2.
And then I would try to beat his 2 by playing a 3 and so on.
Right, and then I would play something higher, so maybe I would go with a 6.
And then I would go with the Illusionist.
Which is a wild. So we
No,
don't know how that works.
10.
So I would play my Illusionist and make it higher than your Illusionist. So then ending a round, and then I'll give it to you for the card effects.
Which I have right here. Anyway.
Perfect. So ending a round. A round ends when a player plays a leading combo in which afterwards all other players on their turn pass in succession. The player of this unbeaten leading combo gathers the pile of cards from the middle of the table, sets them aside in a pile at the corner of the table, and starts a new round. Play continues round after round until all players get rid of their cards in their hand. That player is the winner. So it gives an example of a 4-player round here. So P1, player 1, begins the round and plays a 1 card. Player 2 beats it with a 7. Player 3 passes. Player 4 beats the 7 with a 9. Player 1 beats the 9 with an ace. P2, 3, and 4 pass. P1 wins the round. So yeah, they're playing 1 card each time.
And then it says you take, so player 1 would then take the pile.
Just put it off to the
side. So that goes in your hand.
No, because you're trying to get rid of it.
That sounds like that makes sense.
Yeah, essentially just moving it out of the way. They move it out of the way, and then they start the new combo. So that's where, like, if... Yeah.
Which makes sense, yeah.
Interesting. So you could literally just save up. You could choose to pass voluntarily and not play a card down because you want to wait till later to play 3 cards of that kind down when everyone else only has 2 because there'd be no way for them to beat you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, as I just double-checked because you read earlier, as soon as you play a combo, before the next player goes, you can activate the effect.
Yes.
Which is now what we're going to go over. What are the effects of all these cards? Because that obviously is going to change strategy and how everything works.
Oh, I bet you one of them is to raise the combo.
Probably or something. Let's see. So, starting here in the middle of the table, as you can see, we have a 1. So, if you were to play the 1, again, the 1 is the Oracle. It says, chance. Privately view the top card of the deck. If the suit, so the color, there's 5 if you see our rulebook rundown. If the suit matches any card in this combo, discard it and win the round automatically.
Wow.
Otherwise, return this card to the top of the deck.
So, like, if I had previously had this down, that ace, and this was flipped.
Suit.
Oh, suit. Sorry. I was thinking if I had previously had that down.
Yeah, so if you play the 1, I play, and you didn't do anything. Yeah, and have something else.
Boom, boom, and then you just discard them both, and then you just automatically win.
Yes. So that is the 1. So that's a little fun thing. That's definitely a my type of thing to do.
Well, it's like, it's mixing in trick-taking game rules. So, like in the Lord of the Rings trick-taking game, when you play the 1 ring, so literally the ring card with the number 1 on it, you can choose to just win automatically.
Sure. But, like, again, this being the 1, I can't play this 1 on top of other cards, so this has to be right off the bat. So you're not winning that big of a pile.
Potentially. Yeah.
Well, no, you can't play any number higher and then put a 1 on top of that.
We don't know where ace sits, though.
That's true. We're about to find out. So, assuming that this goes 1 to ace in that order.
No, ace is highest.
Yeah, so assumed. Okay. Next up, we have a number 2. A number 2 is the Bard. Play your turn again, but if you do, at least 1 card from your next play must match this suit. So I would then be able to go again to be able to play another card, but I would have to play another card the same suit, which could help you. And again, you do not have to activate the combo or the special ability when you play the combo. Number 3 is the Healer. Draw a card, then return 1 card from your hand to the bottom of the deck. That's fun. So draw a card, and I'm like, well, I really don't want that card. This is going to go to the bottom of the deck. Number 4 is the Monk. It's called Mix Up. Target the next player. Declare high or low.
That smelled terrible.
Declare high or low. If you say low, the next player must be lower ranked. Well, the next play must be lower ranked to beat this play.
That's where you're.
If you say high, the next play must be higher ranked. Yes, that's.
So that's playing this. You try to screw someone over because they're probably going to try and hold on to high cards. you hold on to 4, play it down, stay low. Everyone else is essentially screwed unless they
Oh,
held on to a 1.
Yes.
Drop the 1.
And then they could.
Hopefully.
That would be fun. I like that.
Because this I could see someone holding on to till later in the game.
Oh, for sure.
In a round, like, okay,
And
now I'm going to
screwing
drop it.
everyone, yeah.
And then someone's like, oh, yeah? Well, guess what? Now I'm going to drop the 1 on top of your 4.
Strategies over
Because
here.
now there's every suit
Yeah.
in this combo, so it doesn't matter what I flip.
Yeah.
That's it, like,
Number 5, the fighter. Target the next player. Force them to expose a card from their hand. That card cannot be played this round. So I would probably it would probably be random. So I would pick a card for them.
Or just says
Just
to
force
expose
them
them.
to expose. Okay. So they would just put
Or
it face
just
down in
choose.
front of them, and I'd be like, okay, that can't be used. Which if they only have 1 card left in their hand, boom, boom, you survive.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, 6, the mage. Discard a card from your hand that matches that suit. So that'll
That's a
help
good way
you
to get rid
with
of
burn. So it helps you burn through the cards, which
So
is
you got
nice.
2 6s left over at the end. You drop the 1 and you toss the last one.
Yeah.
And you win.
Next up, 7, the archer.
Here's your buddy.
Deadeye. Target any player, randomly select a card from their hand and expose it.
There
And
you
then
go.
it says
That's what I
see
think about.
expose in important terms. Yep, so I would randomly be like, yep, here we go. So same thing. He cannot play that card until the following round.
It doesn't say that. It just says to expose it.
See expose in important terms.
When a card is exposed, it becomes visible to all players. Exposed cards are immediately placed face up in that player's exposed hand area, which is directly in front of the player. The exposed hand is part of the player's hand. Therefore, players must get rid of all cards in their hand, including their exposed hand, to win. In addition, exposed cards can only be played as a single combination.
Okay,
There's-
so only the fighter does that. Okay,
specifically
got
the
it.
fighter like pierced you, like
Yeah,
imagine
yeah.
like being stuck with an arrow. She can't pick it up.
Yeah, swords of dealing light.
Mhm.
Number 8, the berserker. Panic. If a player chooses to pass on their turn while this card is part of the leading combo, that player must expose a card of their choosing. So same thing, they have to put 1 face up in front of them.
9.
There we go. 9. Assassin. Knockout. Target the next player, skip their turn.
Cool.
Ace. Samurai. Parry. During another player's turn, you may... Oh, that's fun. Okay, during another player's turn, you may activate this card while it's in your hand to cancel a card effect that targets you. If played this way, you must expose this card.
Because you're putting it down
you're-
in front of you.
You're not even playing it out here. You're just saying, oh, you're targeting me to skip my turn? No, you're not.
Well, yeah, like if I played the fighter, I'm like, expose a card, put it down so you can't win, or whatever. Like,
Or you play the 9 to skip me, and I'm like, no. And then it comes
Same
to me,
thing.
and then I play it.
and you win.
Yeah. And then finally, we have Wild, the Illusionist. This card can beat any rank, so it is the highest rank card. Once played, this card copies the rank and effect of the previous card combo. If played first in a round, the rank becomes 0 and has no effect. The Wild cannot be used in combination with other non-Wild cards. So you can't play an Ace and a Wild at the same time. You can play the Wild on top of anything else.
You can play multiple wilds.
Or you
at
could
the
play
same
multiple.
time.
Yeah, so if the combo is 2 aces, for example. Do we have that? There we go. Nope, that's not an ace.
Or you're looking for an ace.
I have 6. Here we go. So, no, we have an ace. So if the combo is 2 aces, I'd be like, crap. But if my last 2 cards are 2 wilds, I can play those together. But I cannot just play 1 and an ace together to try to beat 2 aces or whatever.
And then after it's played, those become equivalent to 2 aces for the next
Yes.
person's use.
Yeah, if it's not your last cards to win the game, yes, then you would be able to use the effect of that card. So that's the original game mode. So we go about, we have our, again, hand of 12. You play it out. You go back and forth. And again, you can play 2 to 4 players. This will definitely be a little bit more fun with more. But we will be playing this live on Twitch with just the 2 of us, unless someone else
for sure.
happens
And
along.
we'll probably be able to get through
all the game modes,
all
for
3
sure.
of these for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
There's some important terms as well. So there's rank. So the rank is relative strength of the card, and it's found at the top left of the corner. So that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ace wild. That's the order. Excuse me, the order that it goes in as well. It goes in ascending order. Suit. The suit represents the clan that the card belongs to and is located below the rank of the card. There are 5 different suits from left to right. They are Earth, Water, Fire, Wind, and Void. It's not even magic, it's Void.
Yeah.
It's just darkness.
A hole.
Leading combo. The leading combo is a combo in the middle of the table. The player must attempt to beat in order to play the card from their hand. Once a player beats the leading combo, their combo becomes a new leading combo. Hand. The hand is where the player keeps their cards, private from all players. Yep. Exposed will be red. Exposed means cards out in front of you and it is there. It can only be played as a single card once it is exposed. Playing area. The playing area is referred to the middle of the table where the card and the combinations are played to. The deck is the deck, obviously. The discard pile is the discard pile. Cool. Doesn't say anything about reshuffling the deck, so nothing there. Yep. Pretty straightforward. All right.
Yeah, it seems like we don't draw off the top of the deck other than the few effects.
We start with our hand.
Yeah, so you'll never go through the whole deck in this type of game.
It's not an original.
Well, yeah.
Let's see what Treasure Island is.
All right, so Treasure Island.
Ready for this? Overview. Clash of Corgis, Treasure Island, is a card game where players aim to gain points, referred to as loot, by building a party of fighters to defeat foes. You'll never consider the strength... You'll need to consider the strength and effects of your fighters, but also how you can achieve bonus effects on your path to victory. Objective, be the first player to win 10 points, known as loot.
Okay.
All right, here's the setup. Shuffle the deck and deal 3 cards to each player's hand. This is for 2 to 4 players as well. Place aside the remaining cards in the deck, face down, in the middle of the table. Place aside the remaining cards in the deck, face down in the middle of the table. Okay?
Yep.
Randomly pick a player to go first.
Sure.
Go for it. 4 consecutive games. The winner of the previous game goes first, like last time.
It's not a feel forward.
How to play. Starting with the first player and going clockwise around the table, each player takes a turn consisting of 3 phases in the following order. Phase 1, draw. Draw from the deck until you have 3 cards in your hand, which you do. If the deck runs out of cards anytime during the game, the current turn's player must immediately shuffle all the cards in the discard pile to form a new deck.
Sure.
Typical.
Yep.
Phase 2.
Build your party.
Build your party. Play. Yeah.
That's a thing over here.
Oh, okay.
That'd be crazy out of nowhere.
I feel like it'd be better your party. Play up to 1 card from your hand, face up to the table area directly in front of you. This area is known as your party. You can have a maximum of 2 cards in your party. If you already have 2 cards in your party, you may replace a card in your party with a card from your hand by discarding that card in your party that you wish to replace and playing the desired card from your hand into your party. Run sentence. After playing a card, activate its effect if possible. Phase 3. A. Fight.
Oh, 3A. A. It's just called, the phase is called A.
It's Canadian. To fight, you must have at least 1 card in your party. Makes sense. You may declare and take...
Oh, Michael Vick in it.
Yeah. You may declare and take 1, 2, or 3 cards from the top of the deck, keeping the face of the cards hidden from other players, including yourself, or from all players, including yourself. In case you take them face down. And lay the cards face down in the middle of the table. These cards, taken in this manner, are known as foes, and the number of cards taken represent how many foes you wish to fight in your party. So you gotta have at least 1 card out in your party, and then you could choose to take a number. So say 1, 2, or 3. If I took 2 on my turn, say I'm gonna fight. So phase 3, B. Determine a victor. Flip the foes face up for all players to see. Then compare the total sum of the rank of your party to the total sum of the rank of the foes. Note that both the ace and the wild are treated as a rank of 10.
Okay.
There are 2 possible outcomes.
Win or lose.
Win or lose. Yep.
Well, you could tie. So under tie's auto loss.
Win. If the total sum of the rank of your party is greater than the total sum of the rank of your foes, take the foes and place them as loot face up into your loot pile, as you have defeated the foes and have taken the loot. Note that the foes turn into loot if you win. So I win. 5. 5, 7. Lose. The total sum of the rank of your party is equal to or lower than the total sum of the rank of the foes. Discard the foes as they have escaped with the loot. So again, key point, equal to. If they're a dick. This is for you, not me. That is a total of 18. So if you tie, it's a lose. So other like party-based fighting RPG games is like tie or be greater. So for you, you tied, so he would lose. So these just get discarded.
Yeah.
Phase 3C. Retire your party. You just part of the cards, your party to the discard pile. So your party gets discarded after you use them.
And then you would draw back up on your draw phase to 3 and so on. Okay.
It gives an example of a fight, pretty straightforward. That's what we just did though. So then over to the back side here.
Does it? Oh, I have it here. Does it say when you can activate your combo in those steps? It said it, but I don't remember where it was.
Build your party. Yeah, so once you build your party, so after playing a card during the build your party step, activate its effect.
Got
it. If possible. So the moment that I choose, I want this guy to be in my party, that is where I can activate the effect of this person.
Perfect. All right. So similar to what we just did in the original, we'll go through all.
Did you have one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I took the same group.
Nice.
So we'll go through what all of these do as you activate them. So if you play a 1 in your party, this is Oracle, but now it's called Future Sight. Privately look at the top card of the deck. If it is the same suit as this card, take it as loot automatically. Otherwise, put it back. That is also a double benefit because I privately look at this, so I not only know if it's the same suit, like, oh, I got his loot, but now I know what the number is.
Yep.
So I know
fight or not.
Oh, and so I'd be like, oh, okay, I can beat that with 1. Oh, I can build my party stronger, maybe go after more.
I was gonna say, so hold on.
Because that's it before the fight.
I want to make sure to see if it's. Let's see here. Build your party. So after playing a card, So after playing a card. So it's not after your party's built. This is after playing a card. But build your party phase. Play up to 1 card from your hand. So you can only play 1 per build your party phase.
Yeah.
So you can't do a 1, check it out. Okay.
Oh,
2.
sure.
It's literally the 1, check it out. Now you know for next time, hey, I'm not gonna fight. You can also bluff.
Of course.
And be like, no, I'm not gonna fight, and then
it's a 2. Yeah, exactly. Number 2, Bard. Inspiration. Draw a card. Then you may take your build the party phase again.
Cool.
So that is now how. Oh, okay. I had a 9 down, and I'm like, oh, the next 2 cards add up to 10. I need to increase my party. I can be like, oh, I'll play another build my party phase, and now I can beat those 2 cards.
Yeah, next time you would play that down to do the build your party.
No, it's number 2. That's what I said.
Yeah, but you can't play directly to playing this one. You have to play your number 2 first, and then you play the second one.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, if I played the 2, now I can play the 9 to make it 11, which beats the 10, knowing if I knew what the next cards were.
Okay.
Yes. 3, the Healer. The Healer has Heal again. During Retire Your Party, you may keep 1 card from the table.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, except you cannot keep another Healer.
Okay.
Says. That's okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't really ever need more than 1 healer in a party.
That's true. Monk, number 4, Negotiation. Target a player. They must fight 3 foes.
Ooh, nice.
So that's going to really be a killer on them, especially if you're like, oh, I have 3 9s. They probably don't have a 9, so that might hurt them pretty much. 5, the Fighter. Piercing Lance. Target any player. Select a card from their hand. Look at it. If that card is lower than a 5, steal it as loot. Otherwise, it gets discarded.
Nice.
So you screw them regardless. You're either taking it or discarding it.
That's nice.
Number 6, the Mage. Elemental Stun. Target any player. Select a card from their hand. Look at it privately. If that card is the same suit as this card, steal it as loot. Otherwise, discard it. So same thing. One is based on the rank of this card. Now this is based on suit. 7, the Archer. Piercing Arrow. This is the exact opposite of the Fighter. So if this card you look from your opponent is 7 or higher, you steal it as loot. So the Fighter, I looked at privately one of my opponent's cards. If it was 5 or less, I take it. The Fighter, if it's 7 or higher, I take it. Otherwise, discard it. 8, the Berserker. Intimidation. Target a player. They must reveal their entire hand to everybody and discard the highest rank. If there's a tie, you can choose which card, which could be beneficial because
or the Illusionist,
yeah, because if you already know what's coming or based on rank or whatever, or not rank, based on suit, you can get rid of it strategically. Number 9, the Assassin. Elimination. Target a player. Discard a card from their party. So right off the bat on the table. So I wonder if we each build our party before we fight.
No, we don't fight at the same time.
This doesn't make sense. So target a player, discard any card in their party.
Yeah, so you don't have to fight.
Oh, so your party will sit out there until you fight.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be why.
Because you're slowly building it up.
Yeah, because you can build it 3 times in a row to get up, or you can build 2 times in a row to get up to 2 up there in your party. That's right. Okay. We then have the Ace, Samurai, parry again. During another player's turn, you can activate this card, similar to how we just did in the original. So you use it on different, not on your turn. It cancels the card effect that targets you. If played this way, you must play this card to your party. If you have a full party, you can replace a card and play it in there. Ace is also worth 10 in terms of fighting rank. So that's kind of fun. So if another player does the whole archer piercing arrow that's going to target you, and you know you only have an ace, 2 aces in your hand, you're like, oh, they're automatically going to steal that as loot and get 10 points right there. You're like, no, I play my ace and block it. And then finally, we have Wild, the Illusionist, Copycat. Copy a card effect in your party for this turn, which is kind of fun. So you automatically just get to utilize that effect twice.
No, I guess you do. Continue to go on.
What do you mean?
I'm just thinking, it doesn't say you may. Battle says how to play, so each player takes a turn clockwise, consisting of 3 phases. Phase 1, draw. Phase 2, build a party. Phase 3A is fight. You just get to choose
1, 2, or 3.
So you may declare to take 1, 2, or 3 cards from the top of the deck and lay them face down in the middle of the table. Says to fight, you must have at least 1 card in your party. Obviously, you may declare to take 1. So it goes clockwise. So taking someone who went.
So when does retire happen? After everybody is gone?
No. So entire party discard all cards. So you do this up here. Determine a victor. Flip the foes face up for all players to see, then compare the total sum rank of your party and the total sum of the rank of the foes. So when if the total sum of the rank of your party is greater, yep, we know that. You win, rank higher, foes, blah, 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 blah. So you would literally have to have a healer as your first person. They'd have to fight.
And you keep one on the table, and then that's how the assassin would then get rid of that card.
Yeah, because they'd have to fight. So during the retire party phase, you may keep 1 card on the table, except for another healer. So that's just always in play while the healer's on the table, it sounds like.
Okay. So definitely you have to strategically know what cards work at what times.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's some bonus effects on here, just 2.
Oh, you're taking them?
No, you can go for it.
Okay, I have props.
Oh,
ready to go.
Get it.
So yeah, so there are 6 other effects. So we just went through here, and again, there's a little player aid here you can see on the table that goes through all of the cards we just went through in number rank order. There's also, just for this game mode right now, some combo effects. So if this is my party out here, I have 13 as my rank, but they're both blue. That gives you the water bonus. Automatically increase the rank of one of the cards to 10. So this 5 would automatically become a 10, and this would now become an 18 rank.
Nice.
Next up, we have a 13 rank. That is Wind. You may choose 1 foe to discard and replace with a new foe from the top of the deck. So if I decide, hey, I have 13, that's pretty good. I'm going to go face 2 cards. My God. That exact scenario. I'm like, okay, because I have the bonus, I can get rid of this card. That's a rank 10 and still lose. But I can hope to get a smaller rank to help me out. Next up, we have the Void bonus, which is purple. Increase the total rank of your party by 10.
Maybe you don't have to fight. It says you may declare and take 1, 2, or 3 cards in the top.
That makes sense, because the only way to build up to 2 cards in the party. Okay, so
okay, so correction. Just the word is a little confusing. It's literally that one word, you may declare, so you do not have to fight.
So
You can
step
choose not
3 is
to,
optional.
which makes sense because they're like, okay, you could be strategic and not fight. Hopefully, have a better chance.
Well, that's the only
to
way to
take down
get
more.
2 cards in your party.
Yeah.
So if you have 2 purple, the void bonus, increase the total rank by 10. So you're not so before with blue here, we increased 1 card by 10, 2 10. So this became 18. This is already a 19. It becomes a 29.
Woo! Jesus.
Next up, we have the fire bonus. So this fire bonus right now is 13. Reduce the rank of a foe to 0. So I reduced this ace to 0. That's a 7. 13 beats 7. You would collect the prize. Loot. The last one of the 5 element sets is Earth. If you lose the fight, you may keep your party on the table. So there's another way that it stays out. So again, 13 is a pretty strong hand for 2 cards. I lose, I'm like, nope, I'm just going to leave it here.
Yep.
And then finally, you have the double bonus. If you have 2 of the same number, multiply the sum of the rank of your party by 2. A party with an ace and a wild do not count, but 2 aces or 2 wilds do. So this is 8 becomes 16.
Yep.
Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I almost called you because we're doing like lovey-dovey choreography, and I almost was like, "Yeah, come in here. I need you to be my lovey-dovey."
Nope, can't do that.
I know. Sorry, I'm trying to be quick.
What are you looking for, dear? I don't know.
Jake took it.
Found it. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Make a note, and then you can cut it out. I'm out. Goodbye.
Wait, take the dog with you. Big dog.
Which one?
Big dog.
She's just chilling.
No, she's gonna want to go out the moment you go out. Take
You're
her
out.
with you.
Come on. Let's go. Move. No. Oh, goddamn! It's like herding cats. Go. Come on.
Come on.
Fine.
Okay, so those are the 6 bonuses in the Treasure Island. Again, as we pointed out, it's going to be a massive set of comboing and utilizing all these abilities. You'll just learn as you play on what works, what doesn't. But yeah, there's a lot going on. Again, for a very small rulebook, there is a lot to consider.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's a nice mixture of simplicity and depth, which a lot of games fail at. I know we gotta sort them. Yeah.
You're good, huh?
Huh? How do you want?
Let's do it all.
We are sorting these because the setup for the next one, you take specific suits. Or you take all of a suit.
Yes.
You don't take specific ones. Oh, I separated these. Why did I do that? Stupid. Green. Red.
All right.
Okay. On to the 2-player only variant of Clash of Corgis called Capture the Illusionist. Wow. The Illusionist. The Illusionist. The overview. Clash of Corgis Capture the Illusionist is a 2-player card game where players take alternative turns in this luck, memory, and deductive game, revealing opponents' cards in attempts to capture the opponent's illusionist. Objective: capture the opponent's wild illusionist card 2 times. Setup:
2 times, okay.
each player takes 11 cards of the same suit from the deck, places the remaining cards aside, and shuffles the 11 cards face down. Take 8 cards from the deck, and without looking at the face down, without looking at the face of the cards, rearrange them on your side of the table so that you have 2 rows of 4 evenly spaced face down cards each, blah, blah, blah. Then take the remaining 3 cards and add them to your hand. You may look at your hand.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe you can all see. And then I have 3 cards remaining. I took the purple deck. This would now be my hand of 3. And we would set it up just like this on stream, other than whatever the hell he did. Tweaking me out over here.
What's that about? It's the one oopsie? I just put them down. I'm good. Go back.
1, 4. 4 one way, 4 the other.
1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Randomly pick a player to go first 4 consecutive games. Loser of the previous game goes first. Okay.
Oh,
So this is where your exposed hand roll will go.
No, you expose your hand?
It just says, so take the remaining 3 cards out of your hand. You may look at
You
your
may
hand.
look at your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, exposed.
It says exposed hand rows. I think we'll end up putting them
yeah,
down.
because of effects, probably.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay. Important things to note. Get your pens, students. Players are not allowed to look at face-down cards or rearrange cards on the table at any time. Unless a card effect or ruling says otherwise, yeah. Please note the 3 unique card positions: hidden, revealed, and rested. So right now, these are hidden. A card that is hidden to a player, a hidden card can refer to both a face-down card on the table and also a card that is in the player's hand. A card in the exposed hand row that changes to hidden is moved to the player's hand. Okay, so if there's an exposed card here that gets hidden, it goes in your hand.
Okay.
Revealed. A card that is face up and the vertical on the table. So face up, vertical, yep. When a card from a player's hand is activated or revealed by an opponent's card effect, the card is placed face up, aka revealed, to the player's exposed hand row.
Sure.
Rested. A card that is face up and horizontal on the table. When you have activated a card, change that card's position to this position. So when you activate
Instead
it,
of exhausted, it's rested.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Cards in this position cannot be activated unless a ruling says otherwise.
All right. When we go through, yep.
How to play. Ready?
Yeah.
Starting with the first player, each player takes a turn. A turn consists of 3 phases in the following order: Insight, activate a card, and cool down. Insight. You may privately look at a hidden card on the table belonging to you.
Okay.
Then return that card face down to its original hidden position.
Okay, so I'm going to go and I'm going to look at this card and be like, okay, I know what it is. Cool.
Activate a card. Select a card that you wish to activate from your hand or table that is not rested. If that card is from your hand, place it face up revealed into your exposed hand row. If that card is hidden on the table, flip it face up to reveal it in its same location on the table. Then activate the card's effect, if possible.
So I can play it. Oh, okay.
So you can play a card face
your
up
hand.
down here, or you can just flip a
pick
card
one.
over.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you flip the card you just looked at in the insight, you already know what it is.
Mhm.
If you decide randomly to pick one and flip it, you could expose the illusionist.
Potentially.
Okay.
Just activate the card's effect and change the position of that card to rested. Okay, turn it sideways once you use it. Cool down.
Okay.
Change the position of all your rested cards to revealed, except for the cards you activated this turn.
Okay.
So cool down, so you only reactivate cards the following turn. So if I use the card now and rested it, you don't immediately refresh it.
Yeah, at the end of the following turn.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Capturing an illusionist. To capture your opponent's illusionist, you must reveal your opponent's illusionist from the ability from the ability of one of your card effects, and the opponent does not save their illusionist.
Because it's a card that allows me to save probably the
Yeah,
ace or something.
exactly.
Yeah.
See, saving an illusionist.
Yeah.
Then your opponent must immediately take all 11 of their original starting cards
Sure.
and follow the same steps for initial setup of the game.
Yep.
After ending your turn, play continues to your opponent. Saving an illusionist. If your opponent reveals the illusionist from the ability of one of their cards effects, you may discard your ace from your hand or the table, regardless of its position. So it could be exhausted or revealed, and place it somewhere outside the main playing area to save your illusionist from being captured.
So you're removing the ace from the game to hold. Okay.
From that one version, that one time. You would shuffle it back in once you
If the
find
11. Yeah.
If you do not know where your ace is, in the event that it is hidden, you may make one attempt to select one of your hidden cards without peeking at the face of the card and discard it. If the card discarded was your ace, return your illusionist back to the original hidden position. Otherwise, you must immediately take all 11 of your original starting cards, including your ace, follow the same steps in the initial setup of the game. Afterwards, your opponent continues their turn.
So there's no reason not to search and pick one and hope for it.
So look, so your illusionist goes right back to where it was. So it essentially saves you for that one time. You almost get like a Hail Mary to try and reveal yours. Or you hope that you don't have a card with effects.
Yeah. Okay.
They'll let you do it again.
That's fine.
But then you'll know where it's at. You're just waiting. You're like, okay, shit, how do I?
Yeah. Here we go.
Cool.
All right. So just like the previous 2 game modes, all of these cards have effects. You're not playing combos in this, as Nick explained. You're trying to reveal these to use the effects. So I have the yellow deck here. I'll place them out here right in the middle and explain what each of these do. So as you reveal each of these, you can utilize the effects. So starting at the number 1, Future Insight, the Oracle. Privately look at one of your hidden cards in either the back or front row, then activate another card. So if I play down the 1, I can look at a card, and then I pretty much get to repeat my turn of playing a card. Number 2, the Bard, Divine Music. Select one of your opponent's revealed cards, change it to rested, then activate another card. So at the end of the previous turn, if you had a card that went back to revealed, I can play this and kick it back to rested. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
3, the Healer, Graceful Heal. Shuffle one of your face-up cards, except that card, along with 2 of your hidden cards and rearrange them in the hidden position so that the placement is the same as before. Then activate another card. So that helps in the scenario right there. If you had revealed my Illusionist, I played the Ace, I can then play a 3 to shuffle that around.
Yep.
I was like, there had to be a way. I was like, that'd be too easy just to leave it there.
Yeah.
Number 4, the Monk.
But you'd have to have a healer in hand or know where one is to reveal it.
Yes. The Monk, Furious Fist. Reveal one of your opponent's hidden cards in their front row. So I would pick.
That is front.
Yep. So I'd pick this one and be like,
Shit.
then you got to hopefully pick an ace. That would be crazy. Yeah, we'll put this one. There we go.
There it is.
Okay. So, so I can reveal a card in my opponent's row. Number 5, a Piercing Lance. Reveal a card, or your opponent's card, in the front or back row that's in the same column as this card. So if I played the 5 from here, I can choose his left column, top or bottom, to reveal.
You're also, okay, so you're also, if you played it yourself,
Down here.
down, you have to play in
Under
the
a
front of
column.
the row.
Yeah.
Or a column,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so I could play it if it was there, or I played it down here. Boom, same thing. And then 6 is kind of the completion of that. Magic Attack from the Mage. Reveal an opponent's back row card. 7, the Archer, Piercing Arrow. Reveal an opponent's hidden card, one opponent's hidden card from their hand. So he would have
Your
to
Illusionist could be in the hand too, that's right.
Yeah, because of how it got shuffled. 8, Berserker, Shattering Roar. Your opponent must reveal one of their hidden cards in a row that is furthest to you. Then change all your opponent's revealed cards to rested. So that would always be the outside. And then everything. That's kind of cool. That's a pretty powerful card. Assassin, number 9, Targeted Strike. Your opponent must select one of their hidden cards in either their front or their back row. Declare any card rank and reveal the selected card. If the card rank you declare is the revealed card, activate this card's effect again. Okay. So you would pick a card and just point at a card. So you point at that card. So I then have to declare card rank. So I declare what number it is. So I declare it's a 4. It's a 2. So if it matches, I get to play it again. If else, nothing happens. But it gets where it says reveal the selected card. So that becomes a revealed card.
Oh. Yep.
Ace, as we discussed, has the one effect that Nick went over, where you can save your Illusionist. It also has Honorable Strike. Your opponent must reveal one of their hidden cards of their choice. And then finally, your Illusionist. Wow. Illusionist.
It's the Corona.
Yeah. The Illusionist has Grand Illusion. Reveal one of your opponent's hidden cards in their front, back, or front row, back row, or their hand. Then shuffle this card along with 2 other hidden cards and rearrange them in a hidden position so that the placement of the cards are the same as before. Okay. So I can intentionally reveal my Illusionist, or unintentionally reveal it. I guess if I just choose a card and flip it, it happens to be that one. Utilize it to make my opponent reveal a card, and then I get to shuffle that back up and lay it back out.
Yeah, because you only win if you reveal it. You don't win
Or if your opponent reveals. So you have to reveal
that's what I
mine.
meant.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So like you could play your own. Like I could do this if I do this from Illusionist. I could go purposely Illusionist to do the blah 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 to hopefully reveal yours, and then I go. You know what? All right. So boom, boom, boom.
And shuffle it up. Yeah.
Actually, probably would be smarter to take one from my hand also.
And it says 2 other hidden cards. Yeah, so hidden.
So,
These can't be in front of you here or face up and
right.
revealed. Yeah.
You put one boom. So that's a way to potentially get your Illusionist into your hand.
Well, it's also a way, let's say, like, you knew this was the ace, to get the ace in.
Yeah.
Or no, it wouldn't put it into your hand.
Well, I mean, if I knew this, it potentially could. Because I could take 2 cards from my hand that are hidden.
No.
No, I take 1 card from my hand that's hidden. The Illusionist that's out here, and the ace that I know, shuffle that, and it gives me a chance at that one getting into my hand.
Oh, yeah, because one would go back to your hand, the other 2 would go back on the board. Yeah, that's true.
But also, if I knew that was the ace already, then I wouldn't need to put it in my hand, because when you go to attack, I just flip that over.
That's true.
That'd be dumb. He's trying to mess me up already. He's playing the long game.
All right. Yeah, so that is
there's
all of the cards.
One more thing on there. Fair gaming tips.
Go for it. That's not on here. Nope, that's not on here. It's the corona.
Yep. I don't mean the virus. When shuffling and rearranging your cards, arrange them so the Clash of Corgis logo is facing the same way for all your cards.
Did you actually say that?
Yeah. Have your opponent cut the deck after shuffling and return the deck to you. You may not shuffle your deck any further afterwards.
Oh, that's just
when a player activates a card effect that targets your hand, you may shuffle your hand before the opponent makes their selection.
Makes normal sense.
It's just fair gameplay tips.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right.
Cool.
So that is the 3 variations. Again, we have original, we have Treasure Island as 2 to 4 players, and then we have Capture the Illusionist as a 2-player kind of heads-up duel. Nope, do this every time. Head-to-head duel, not heads-up. I don't know why. That always happens.
I don't know. Literally our logo.
But yeah, if you're interested in how we play this game, check out on YouTube our next video, which will be our playthrough. We will play all 3 game modes at least once each. Based on what I read online, the first game mode, the getting rid of your hand, takes about 15 minutes. The second game mode, I think only takes about 10 minutes. The getting 10 points. Then this one takes about 20, it says. It could take up to 20 because how you're playing it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have plenty of time when we go through Thursday. We'll probably get at least maybe 2 plays of each game mode in.
Yeah, possibly. For sure. Definitely. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. Again, I like the depth that's there for the simplicity of what it is.
Yes.
Deck of cards, 3 play styles, but very, very deep. Easy to break out, definitely, with some casuals and just dig in and have some good fun.
One thing I'll call out now, so we will do a review video on this game after our playthrough, once we can thoroughly provide context to all the aspects of the review ranking categories that we have.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I thought of already, I'll just call it now, is this is a very good game where you call it Clash of, and you can change Corgis to 100 different things, because it's a cool setup where you just pick characters. So you can pick other animals, you can pick, obviously, your normal like D&D class-looking characters, you can pick IPs like Harry Potter or anything else. So
if they got the rights, there's already a Clash of Clans.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking like anything like Lord of the Rings, like Clash of Lord of the Rings, and each one of these are different characters. Mm-hmm. Especially, let's say the 7.
Well, yeah, and then
that would be fun.
The Capture the Illusionist would be capturing the One Ring. Mm-hmm. Like the Illusionist would be
the One Ring would be that wild.
The One Ring, and and then even the ability of the Illusionist is very synergistic with what the One Ring does. Like you can literally play the One Ring to then disappear.
Exactly. And 11 cards. So assuming the One Ring is one of them, 10 cards. So you have the 7 from the Fellowship. You'll have 8 would be Galadriel, and then you just have 2 other characters, maybe like Bilbo, and someone else. Yeah.
I mean, they have to put in Sauron.
And Sauron, yeah, Bilbo and Sauron. There you go.
Yeah.
And there's your 10 plus the ring. Yeah. So I love that aspect. That doesn't exist right now to my knowledge, but I do like that he has the opportunity to kind of spread it out.
It's smart. It's very, very smart. I mean,
I literally had no idea going into opening this box today what this was even doing. Like, I was called Clash of Corgis. I'm like, I'm assuming it's cards based on the box, but I'm like, I have no idea what's going to happen. But this looks like a fun game.
A lot of depth in a little box.
Yeah.
Easy to keep on the shelf. Easy to put in a vending machine. It's great.
That's true.
All All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us here at Baldwin Board Games for our rulebook rundown of Clash of Corgis. I'm Baldwin.
On board
We'll see you
in the playthrough.